Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Thursday, November 26, 2018, and I am Makenzie Plusnick. NASA's space probe set to land on Mars, Tarleton students' vehicles vandalized, and a settlement reached with the Parker County Jail after a young man died. These are just some of today's top stories. In campus news, trucks and parking lots around campus have become the recent target for vandalism.
Dune Fish was a sentence spray painted on one student's truck, Daddy's Money on another. Students who drive pickups around campus are beginning to feel a bit on edge. The Tarleton Police Department released a criminal mischief crime alert in response to the vandalism. The Tarleton State Police Department and the Stephenville Police Department have received a number of reports of criminal mischief. In many of the incidents, vehicles have been spray painted, and in others, buildings and other properties have been spray painted.
Police warned students to watch for individuals acting suspiciously and to report any strange behavior to police. In local news, a settlement has been finalized in a case about a death in the Parker County Jail, the Weatherford Democrat reports. Charles Alvarez was found beaten in the streets on February 7, 2015, and was arrested for alleged public intoxication. While at the jail, he made complaints of trouble breathing for over 20 minutes before an ambulance was called. Alvarez was pronounced dead later that night at Plaza Medical Center in Fort Worth. Alvarez's family filed a suit against the Community Education Centers Incorporation, the private jail company that Parker County uses. The family's attorney, Corinna Chandler, says Charlie's death was the result of the inherent problem of private jails. They prioritize profits over people. This was not the first death in the Parker County Jail. And now today's Texas, national, and international news from the Associated Press. A vintage World War II plane crashed November 18th into an apartment complex in Fredericksburg, Texas, killing 2.
This will probably haunt me for a minute to see something like this. But he was just, showing the kids outside how he could, turn flips. He went upside down and came back. She said he came back up. She waved at him. She waved at him before he crashed. And he dipped once, and then, bam, he hit the parking lot.
For more of today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. A NASA unmanned spacecraft is set to land on Mars on Monday after a 6-month voyage. The robotic craft must slow from more than 12,000 miles an hour to 0 in just 6 minutes as it reaches the red planet's surface. U.S. border agents in San Diego fired tear gas as migrants in Mexico tried to breach the border fence after a protest. Mexico says 39 migrants were arrested, and it pledged to improve security. A winter storm whacked much of the Midwest, with snowfall reaching a foot in some areas. The storm closed major highways and grounded hundreds of flights on one of the busiest travel days of the year. President Trump is set to hold 2 rallies on Monday for Mississippi Republican Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. She's in a runoff against Democrat Mike Espy, with voting set for Tuesday. Rita Foley, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In sports news, number 6 Tarleton has proven all season they were the best team in the Lone Star Conference, but their biggest test yet came in the second round of the NCAA Division II playoffs and hosting the defending national champions in number 15 Texas A&M Commerce. The Texans improved to a school record 12-0 and will travel to number 1 Minnesota Mankato on Saturday at 12 p.m. for the NCAA Division II Super Region 4 finals. Today will be sunny with a high of 53 and a low of 32. We will have winds from the northwest from 10 to 20 miles per hour. This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable Channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net. for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by Jared Hopkins and Ariana Gruppi. Have a wonderful day, Texans.